like him. It was pretty much instantaneous, and so this last month has just been it's been difficult and surprising to me how much I think about him and miss him. So I guess I want to share at least one memory. My relationship with him, excuse me, was that we met at the Chabad of Pasadena, our temple, and he would either stay during the Sabbath, he would either stay at the rabbi's house, or he would, at a certain point, he called me up and he said, I don't want to take advantage of the rabbis. I don't want them to get sick of me. I said, I don't know if that's possible, of course, but he said, I don't want them to get tired of me. I said, well, you could come stay at my place. So he would stay at my place for a number of Shabbats or Sabbaths, and then also sometimes he'd stay for Sunday, for Monday. Sometimes when there was a class, he would stay overnight on Thursday. So we got to spend a lot of time together, and it was a lot of fun. I was always very busy doing my work because I work outside of my home, but it was just a joy to, like, one of the memories would be that we'd be talking about something, laughing, and he'd be sitting on the couch reading something. I'd go inside my room and I'd come back and he'd be just like 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on the couch, completely just sprawled out, totally spent and exhausted. And one time I was doing designs. I'm a graphic designer, and I was doing a design for a shirt, and it was a humorous design. And I told him, hey, this is the design. It was for this upcoming holiday. And so I just kind of told him what I was doing in passing. So then he went down and he sat down at the computer, and I started doing my thing. So like 20 minutes passed, and he goes, what if we did this for the next one, and he tells me his idea, and I'm kind of like, okay, it's kind of funny, it's kind of funny, but I don't know if it's really this. I kind of shot it down. He says, all right, I'm not kidding, another half hour goes by, and we're just quiet doing our own things, and he said, well, what do you think about this idea? And he kept trying to come up with these really funny ideas, and it was like it was really amazing to see how just, and I don't know, I imagine that you all have the same experience about him, but when he found something that he wanted to do and he liked to do it, he beelined for it, and he did it all the way. And it was very inspiring and really touching and really amazing. So, all of us have lost people in our lives, and I think something that's pretty unique for me in terms of losing Boris Baruch is that I don't have a bad memory. They're all good memories, and I'm happy every time I think about him. So every time I come across something on my computer that, like, I was looking through videos the other day, and I saw one of him. It was just maybe 10 seconds long, but even just his little smirk and the way he spoke, it was just wonderful. So every time I think about him, it gives me strength. And something I was thinking about today was that he was so special that when he was here, only a few of us could be lucky at any given time to be in his presence and to have him around. And now I kind of feel like he can be with all of us at the same time whenever we need him, and even when we don't need him. So that's something that gives me a lot of comfort. And in a practical sense, the last thing I want to mention is that it was really wonderful to visit his Facebook page, because I really missed him. And I saw him as one of my friends, and I went there, and I was absolutely beside myself with joy to see that everybody is still leaving messages for him on his wall. And so I followed suit and did the same, and talking to him as if he's, hey, Boris, there's one, I don't know if you're here, but somebody left a message, I lost again, Boris. That absolutely just touched me so much. And so I think that if we can all use that as a tool to stay in touch. And I told him, I'm gonna keep writing you if you keep reading it. So anyway, I wish that all of us find comfort and find comfort in having him with us, and knowing that each one of us now has him with us for the rest of our lives whenever we need him. So, thank you.
David, thank you so much for that speech. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you some friends of Boris. And they came from working together at Raging Waters. So they're going to be doing some music for you. Here they are. Tanya?
Last season was Boris's first season working at Raging Waters, and he made the most of every situation being there. He made everyone happy, and whenever anyone was having a bad day, he would try and make the most and turn everything around and make them think positively about everything. A little closer. There's just a couple instances that I'd like to say, and that at the end of the season last year, he came and helped Security and Park Services clean up the parking lot, and afterwards, I was just told this story yesterday, that afterwards they all went out to dinner and they would just have fun with him, and every time they all went out, they'd have the servers come and sing happy birthday to him. And then at the end of the season, we had our employee party, and I told him that I didn't want to go. And he's like, come on, Tanya, you have to go, you'll have fun. So I went because of Boris, and we played golf, and we rode the go-karts. And because of him, I went, and I'm really glad that I had that opportunity to spend with him. And even after he didn't work there anymore, he'd always come and visit me, and we'd text each other. And so I will always have memories of Boris. So on behalf of Raging Waters, each department put something on a plaque. And so we give our condolences to his family, and this is for them. Thank you.